gunshot. You diss me up, you get fucked up. My knife, we draw the line. Your skull is mine. You lose your spine. I got my 404 and more. Bam bam murder you. Gunman to the bone. Machine, we clean. You move, my screen. Papi, repeat. The M16. All gunman from near and far. Point your guns up to the star. Bam bam no driving a team and car. If I war then I war. All gunman from near and far. Point your guns up to the star. Bam bam a driving a unknown car. If I war then I war. Bam bam shut your goodbye. I let your family cry. You shoulda never come try. Be informer spy. All your soul gonna hell. Me gun big like a well. You come this me and not tell. Bam bam. Alright, make them post for the head swell. Alright, cool. All gunman from near and far. Point your guns up to the star. Gunman a drive in a hand, don't care if I war then I war. War. All gunman from near and far. Point your guns up to the star. Batman a drive in a hand, don't care if I. Alright, cool. Don't gunshot and a gunshot you get. And if your gunshot and then a gunshot you take. This bam bam, me know you never this. Alright, cool. This bam bam, you know a wickedness take. This bam bam when the big gun select. This bam bam and the VI that a fret. Alright, put some break yourself. Started fussy. Look like you see a coffee when you go fussy. Haunted pussy, pump it up pussy. From the way you talk me, sister, you are gone coffee since you haunted fussy. Started fussy. Look like you see a coffee when you go fussy. Haunted fussy, pump it up pussy. Your bamba, but they want war. So they go so, blessing you so wicked and you so bad and you so bold. Go jump up in a chest and make me down your pussy hole. And make your friend them come defend your death, them so cold. Before you start shot party, boy go dig a hole. Hole when you see bam bam, them a patrol. The thing where we a push name collect people's soul. Fuck you and away me left your face with a big hole. High party boy me get your big head fi roll. Further, know you play a informer role. Now you go tell the feds to make we things get whole. Chat tough like say a steel in your mole. Mama we woman that a make you catch a dirty hole. You haunted pussy, started pussy. Look like you see a coffee when you jump pussy. Haunted fussy, pop it off fussy. From the way you talk you know say you are gun coffee. Think you haunted fussy. DJ Dexterity, I go to them boy they wine party. Run up in the big cock and boy jumping on the Mackie. Alright them want war. Yo, war you want kill that you the inner. Man we share 45 shot give you for dinner. AK-47 and Glock is upper. Party boy a chat tough man a old skull cracker. Yeah, remember this, 5 years sick of this. Any you a want bamba one in a better defend it. Man no want fist to fist, deal with it clip for clip. Didn't have a drop, bumble remember this war. Haunted fussy, look like you see a coffin when you love fussy. Since you haunted fussy, DJ Dexterity, Turbo truck, come and shot far rapid. Bam bam gonna fire shot far rapid and the copper too. So you get that far rapid. See you and your crew a job far rapid. Till get do a spot where you big like parrot. Copper left foul in a head back and parrot. 3-star watch it we bust your track ya with. Then unmark people we live out of ya with. So this a bus throat to go back to Javid.
Hey guys, how you doing? This is Coach Tim, Tampa Bay Sambo. We're gonna change our breakdowns. Before we were calling them the Tony Horton Gracie breakdown, but we decided to change, and good timing, because lo and behold, I actually got a cease and desist in the mail, but I decided to change beforehand.
All gunmen from near and far, point your guns up to the star. Bam bam tight in a hand, don't care if I war then I war. All gunmen from near and far.
So we're actually going to change the name now. They're going to be called the Killer Vibes. breakdowns. Yeah, we're gonna show videos, rare, unseen to the Western world. And what I mean, I spent the last couple of nights actually typing in Google Translation Armenian words, Russian words, even French words that I didn't know how to type in their language or with their letters. Yeah, I could go on YouTube and I could type all day long Mongolian wrestling or Sambo, Russian Sambo. But if I'm writing it in English with English alphabets, I'm just gonna see videos titled that. Once I started typing in Armenian national Sambo events, I started seeing Armenian channels. I started finding Israeli channels, French channels. So what I'm doing today, I'm gonna break down a fight that I saw on Full Sambo Evolution, a French channel. Okay guys, so we're gonna go into it. We're gonna show some details, some breakdowns of the match. It was obviously it was a heavyweight or heavier weight, super heavyweight match. Two big guys from France. But I want you to look at some things. Were they wearing FIAS approved Sambo wrestling shoes? No, they weren't. But they were wearing black Sambo shoes. So I can make a lot more call outs, but I just wanted to make a point. You don't have to be part of FIAS. You don't have to be in a USA Sambo to do Sambo. Many countries do Sambo. There's many different countries and clubs that do Sambo. Matter of fact, we answer and we communicate with Southeastern States Sambo Association and the All-American Sambo Association, not with FIAS. Matter of fact, I'm right here in Tampa, Florida, but there's one more guy here in Tampa who teaches Sambo, and he's probably one of the most legit guys in Sambo, Russian Sambo, and all of America. And he teaches Sambo at Baraka Judo Club. His name's Coach Tali. He's the Kazakhstan, or Kazakhstan, however you pronounce his country. He's the Kazakhstan military judo and Sambo champion, and they were dressed in totally different uniforms, and he taught for 4 years Sambo at the USSR Officers Academy. So God bless him for becoming American and getting away from those guys. But if you look at the Sambo and the way he talks about it, it looks a lot different than FIAS too. So, the first thing that I noticed when I made this breakdown was how I liked the guy in the blue. He used what we call preoccupied foot sweeps. And what I mean, if he's just static and he's got a good base, good luck trying to sweep him. Yeah, he's got a base. But if I get his feet moving and get him occupied on other stuff, it makes the sweep so much easier. Yeah, if it was combat Sambo, I could try to work a couple of low kicks to take his base out, especially if we're being from Brazil. You know, we like doing the low kicks. But I can do my preoccupied foot sweeps. The first one I showed was me moving him and then kicking. Or I can just barely, and when he comes for a sweep, go ahead, move, and then attack. So I can move him and then sweep, or I can almost counter, where he tries to sweep, I feint, and then I sweep. Okay, yeah, so we're down low, we're trying to fight. I have two ways I can actually do what I like to call preoccupied sweep. The first one is I sweep them while I'm moving with them. So if I want to sweep this foot, I might move, and make him fall into it. Or I might bait him by doing a weak sweep, boom, and now he sweeps. And then I do my real Because if he has the underhook, why am I going to try to lead with this leg? But if I have the underhook, I can turn him, boom, and get my knees. Same thing with strikes. I pummel. We've only broke down 2 things so far. We broke down that maybe I want to have them preoccupied so I can sweep them. And we broke down that maybe I want to maneuver to get underhooks if I want to strike. What if I use my underhooks and my preoccupied sweeps at the same time? So we're wrestling. Boom, he's pummeling. Boom, he's pummeling. And he didn't even think about the legs. Just a thought.
Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling?
Real music for them, my friend.
On the pummel. So, under, over, pummeling, boom, pummeling, boom, pummeling, boom, pummeling, boom, and I get the sweep. Okay? Go. Yeah, so we've been working on a lot of takedowns, but once he goes to the ground, you don't even see me. I'm back up. Why not go down with him and use one thing that Sambo's famous for, ground and pound?
Darkness we tire. So fire see make black man bleach him skin. Can't see danger, make me see a shark fin. Go and try your best, you make me like him. Your soul better live life in a sin. Artificial beauty too thin, but chemical use herbal medicine. Liquor price and practically get jammed by the rim.
So I would go down with them and try to finish with ground and pound. It's one of the beauties of combat Sambo. Yeah, so that French guy in the blue did an awesome job, as you should. When you take someone down, finish it off with some ground and pound. Even if I take someone down with a more suicide throw or sacrifice throw or wheel throw, where I start on the bottom, boom, boom. As soon as I end up on the top, I want a ground and pound. Now, let's talk about real life grappling, jiu-jitsu, sambo, combat sambo, whatever. Yeah, I want to ground and pound. If I'm wearing gloves and a sport, yeah, I can hit with a closed fist. But if I'm on the street, maybe I just want to be able to hit with a super slap. Boom, 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 and slap his ear. The reason why I can mess up his equilibrium or whatever, but if I'm hitting with a closed fist, I'm running the risk of hurting my fist. Here's another area that I can use to hit. Yeah, I can use head blunts, especially in combat sambo. So I'm in his close guard. I'm still looking to slap. He's blocking. I come down, hold him by his biceps, stand up, boom, boom, and I start striking. One thing that I like about sambo, people can always say, oh, you guys allow people to pin from the close guard. We don't do that in jiu-jitsu. Well, let me tell you a little story that happened to me. Last year, I went up to North Carolina. I had one of my flashy sumo sport gis. Matter of fact, I had my orange NASA sport one, and I fought Ben Ruthrock. He's a world champion judo, master sport sambo. He's won nationals in both sport and combat sambo. And we were grappling. And once we got hit the ground, I'm on bottom. I tried to put him in one of my cool guards so I could go and then sweep, but he was able to hold me down the rest of the fight just in that guard. You know how frustrating that was? And we can argue all day long, yeah, it's just sport, whatever, not in real life. But I'm gonna give you a real life story that hasn't happened to me, thank God. What if I was in a Wawa, a KFC, a mall, and I'm walking around with one of my baby's mamas and a couple of my daughters? Next thing you know, a thug comes up, he hits me in the face with a bottle, I fall on the ground, I put him in my close guard from the bottom, and I'm holding him there. Oh my gosh, I'm doing jiu-jitsu, it's really good. Guess what? Every minute, second, kilosecond that I'm holding him down gives his buddies, the thugs that were with them that I didn't see, time to grab my wife and kids and kidnap them. So, yeah, I don't think staying on the ground from the bottom is the place you want to be. And I'm glad that combat Sambo, sport Sambo, that Sambo and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu have opposite opinions of that. Yeah, even if I'm up on points now, I might want to stay away and not engage. But if I drop my hands just like it's going to, put your hands back up, put your hands back up. Always keep your hands up. Even if I'm moving around and not engaged, I need to be able to put my hands up. So great point, not the big French guy, but his corner for saying keep your hands up. Always keep your hands up. Yeah, we learned that in Gracie combatives, military combatives. They take a step forward, take a step back. They take a step forward, take a step back. They take a step the third time, 3 strikes out, clinch in. Same thing in this fight with the punches. As the guy went to throw the punches, go ahead, whoa, he took him down and he shot. Perfect timing. Practice makes perfect. What should you be doing in practice? Drilling.
Like them to learn, now you have to turn. Babylon is burning down. Babylon is burning down. Yo, this is a anthem for the real ghetto youths out the street. Easy knows life hard like concrete. Straight up on the mission, we number one, we no lean. Rasta kick down them.
So there you guys have it. Hope you like that breakdown. Yeah, sometimes go out of your box. Look up some YouTube channels, some countries, some fights, some martial arts styles that you've never seen and been exposed to. And speaking of being exposed to stuff, I'm turning 40 in June. That's right. So guess what I'm gonna do in August? I'm gonna travel, expose myself up in Orlando to the Iron Belly 2, the sequel, a sumo wrestling championship, and I'm actually gonna compete in a combat Sambo competition against another Sambo expert.
You're gonna burn, it's in a free.